Mad as a March hare revisited. So some may think that a mad March hare is a nut, but what actually is a nut? So a nut has a hard shell. So a nut has a hard shell, and a hard shell can be good to protect oneself, to shield oneself from its environment. So having a hard shell is good. Being a nut can be good because it has a hard shell. What else? Some hard shells have a solid base. What else? Some say that a nut is another name for a brain. So we have a pride of lions. We have dolphins. We have a herd of cows, a flock of sheep. I've heard a song, a Christian song, which goes, "Worthy is the Lamb of God." I like lambs. I also feel we need to upgrade our education system. So what can we do to encourage thinking? What can we do? So I suppose maybe having more puzzles could be a good thing. What else? What else can we do? What can we do to encourage intellectual curiosity? I feel we need to work on online resources. Developing great online resources, the best online resources. And also improving our teaching too. These are things the government needs to work on. We also need to work on the important things. That's things like skill in negotiation, skill in information delivery. So things like encourage students to be better public speakers, encouraging students to be better debaters, teaching Ericksonian language patterns. Learning them as an adult is hard going because we have to learn how to think again. Kids learn things fast. Let's teach them to think and speak, maybe from an earlier age. It could facilitate their better introduction, their better implementation into these kids' minds. I feel like that we're never too early to learn. Before school, before preschool, I couldn't think of anything more exciting than school. But the thing is, amongst students, school isn't cool. We need to make school cool. We need to make school more important than just playing footy at recess and lunch. We need to, I suppose, make school cool. Some say that a square is a boring person because they spend too much time studying at school. We need more squares. We need to be for a square. Need to be 4 squares. A square has 4 equal sides which are all at 90 degrees, so all the angles are independent. We need more squares. It's important not to approach things from an angle, which is why it's important the way the angles are independent in a square. The sides are also equal. It's very balanced. It's important to be balanced and not maladjusted. Teaching negotiation skills is a good thing to teach So is teaching Ericksonian language patterns, and so is NLP, and there are other things worth teaching. Even I feel that teaching propaganda techniques is important, because to be forewarned is to foreknow, is to have insight into how others are communicating, and also to work out ways to encourage more effective information delivery. So in a way, being a nut isn't a bad thing. Has a hard shell, sometimes it has a strong base, a good brain. Nuts can be a good thing to be, and also it's not very showy. Some say, hey, you're mad as a March here, you're crazy. I like the idea of being a solid, stable nut. Very hard to crack. Groovy. So we need to develop better online resource. I feel that we're moving into the global village, into the knowledge economy. In the knowledge village, it's like a small village, because the system knows everyone, but it's over the whole world, over the globe. I feel that language skills may be important. Kids love computer games, especially immersive computer games. I feel that immersive computer games which teach the geography, culture, different languages, while students have the fun of completing missions, can be groovy. It's even more fun if they're defense missions. That is because kids love action adventure. And also, while by being able to use one's propaganda techniques, Ericksonian language patterns, negotiation, ability to influence, I suppose, to achieve the outcomes in the game, can be a great way to really improve the quality of our students, and also to learn lessons, because if all students are learning from the system, there will be many creative students who develop very innovative ways to solve novel problems as part of these online learning, as part of the application of their skills to solve novel problems. So it's a great way for the government to learn to feedback into how we train our troops or other members of the defence forces. Groovy. Being mad as a March hare is fun. Some may say I'm a nut. Maybe I am. Do I care? No, because it can have good connotations as well. It all depends upon how we define our terms. It also is important to encourage and stimulate learning. We need to improve our education system, because with better education we can create better jobs, be better workers, and also by encouraging entrepreneurialism and entrepreneurial flair is a great way to create jobs, stimulate growth, and possibly even not increase inflation, because entrepreneurialism does encourage competition. Let's all be groovy, have fun, be modest, not be showy, and being a square or a nut can be a good thing. It's important to work to make things better. What can we do now to make things better for ourselves and our friends? What can we do to make society and the world a better place? Let's think about it. I feel it all begins with education and students and citizens taking personal responsibility for their actions and the lives and the nation and the world. Let's do it.